Alright boys, welcome back to another video. The Knicks finally beat the Nets. It's been like 3 years, bro. Honestly, the addition of Josh Hart was the biggest thing in this game. He ended up finishing with 27 points in 28 minutes, 10 of 14 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3. He was very active defensively. Of course, we know what he brings rebounding the ball. He's just given us that spark plug off the bench, something that we really haven't had all season. I mean, Emmanuel Quickly has been like the one consistent bench piece. And now you add in Josh Hart, and Hartenstein's been playing better. Hopefully we can give Obi more minutes. He saw 16 in this game. I'd love to get him up to 20 to 25. He's got so much talent. And we could have traded him at the deadline too. We were shopping him, but we were overpricing him and we wanted like multiple, maybe not multiple first round picks, but I know we wanted something good because if it was just a first round pick, a team definitely would have done that for Obi. So we probably did want multiple first round picks, but personally, this game was all about the Villanova guys. I mean, Jalen Brunson at 40, 27 from Hart. The efficiency was the thing for the Knicks. They finished 55% from the field. That's actually not that crazy, though. The Knicks are always finishing high percentage just because they attack the paint like more than anyone else. But 3-point wise, 44. The Knicks are shooting a 38 to 44% from 3. They're not going to lose very often, just because we know defensively they can get after you. The question is, can the Knicks do it for 4 quarters? They can do it for 2 quarters or 3 quarters, but it seems like there's always 1 quarter where the Knicks just let that go. But in this game, that really just wasn't the case. I mean, the Nets hung around for a while, but when your best players, no disrespect, when your best player is Mikal Bridges, it's going to be tough for you to pull together wins like this. And Bridges is a finished runner-up, defensive player of the year. He's a terrific talent, but he's not going to be your number one. The Nets are in a clear rebuild, or they're probably a retool. I mean, the Nets have talent, but they've got studs defensively, but they don't have a go-to scorer. Unless Cam Thomas, of course, coming out of LSU, bucket, bro. He put up over 20 a game as a freshman there. Unless he can keep developing, but he was coming off the bench. So, but outside of that, RJ Barrett, 24 minutes, 4 points, was actually outplayed by Josh Hart, not just minute-wise, but obviously performance-wise, but I don't know what is going on with RJ. We gave this guy $100+ million contract, which was deserved. I mean, if you're most 95% of Knicks fans wanted RJ to get locked up, and he did, and then he just hasn't taken the next step. If RJ Barrett became an all-star this season or was close, borderline all-star, I mean, God, the Knicks would be competing for the East, but RJ is not doing that. He's to the point where you can't even play him at times. Jericho Sims, 24 minutes, 7 boards. Sims has been playing pretty poorly, in my opinion. I mean, you can't blame him against Embiid, but yeah, we can't get Mitchell Robinson back soon enough. We desperately need him right now. Rebounding the basketball offensively, but just protecting the rim. And yeah, Sims is okay, but him and Hartenstein, I mean, you never really know what you're getting out of them is the thing. We've seen Jericho Sims legit look better than Mitch at times, but then we've seen him just be unplayable. Julius Randle, I thought, honestly, Randall was not quiet. Like, he had his first 3 shots, I remember. He finished with 18, 10, and 4. It was far from a quiet game, also a block and a steal. But it was just Brunson and Hart were just doing everything, where it makes it seem like Randall was quiet. But he still had a good performance. He was a plus 14. I mean, everyone in the starting lineup besides Brunson and Randall were minus. So Quentin Grimes has not been playing too well, which is highly unfortunate because we're winning games. Like, ever since we inserted him in the starting lineup, we've been playing so much better. But Grimes just has not been able to find his shot. Defensively, I'll give him that. He plays good defense, but yeah, personally, it was just Emmanuel Quickly and Josh Hart were the guys we were relying on more often than not tonight, especially Hartenstein too over Sims. But yeah, there's not really like much else to say. I mean, the Knicks are now 32 and 27. We're gonna take on Atlanta on the road on Wednesday, and then we're gonna go into All-Star weekend, or like the All-Star break, and not All-Star weekend, but well, I guess it is All-Star weekend, but we're going into the All-Star break. We'll come out of that, we'll have like 9 days off, and or not 9 days off, we'll have 24. What's 24 minus 15? That's 9, right? Yeah, so we'll have like 9 days off. Wait, I just said that. I suck at math. I'm an English major, but yeah, so 9 days off, and then we'll take on Washington, Pelicans, Celtics, Nets, Heat, Celtics. Actually, a really difficult schedule because if you think about it, like the Wizards have been playing much better. They've got some talented players. They always give us trouble too because every time we play them, we just play no defense. We usually beat them just because we outscore them, but like we usually just can't defend them. And then, the Pelicans are obviously Ingram's back, and Zion probably will be back then. They added in Josh Richardson. They're pretty solid. I mean, I feel like we're a really good matchup for the Pelicans just because we love to dominate the boards and play physical. So, yeah, like if Mitch is back, we'll definitely be able to beat the Pelicans. They're a good team, but like, come on, man. Just Valanciunas is like he was so bad against the who was it the Cavs the other night. He only had 7 rebounds the whole game, bro. Got dominated, but Celtics are 41-16, just ridiculous. I mean, they beat the Grizzlies yesterday. They're unbelievable. They might be the best team in the league. And then you've got Brooklyn again. Miami. We're pretty much identical to Miami. I feel like we're better. I mean, I know they beat us. Or no, we beat them. That's right. I missed that game. We beat them. I always think like whenever I watch us take on a team like that, we lose. But I didn't watch. Whenever I don't watch the Knicks, they end up winning. But hey, I watched them tonight and they won, which is very good. God, like if you look at our past couple of games, I didn't watch Utah. We won that game. I did watch the game before that against Philly, and then we ended up taking on we beat Philly not too long ago again when we played them. We also beat Miami. Like, yeah, I'm trying to be consistent. I normally never miss Knicks games, but we need to lock in, man. I'm not really big on like the whole RJ thing and also the whole Coach Tip thing. I mean, the Knicks I feel like should be much better than 32-27. Like, I don't think we should have 40 wins, but like I feel like we should legit have like 37 wins, bro. Like, if not, actually probably even more than that, because a lot of these games, like the one against the Clippers, I watched that one, and Nicholas Batum hit a 3 at the buzzer to force overtime. And there's been games where we've just collapsed, like Atlanta. We couldn't score in the fourth quarter, like at all. So, yeah, I don't really know. That's pretty much all I got. We're just trying to get up to a seed to where we don't play in the play-in, so that would be a top 6 seed. But you definitely don't want the 6 seed because then you're taking on the 3 seed. It will probably be Philly, and I certainly don't want to play Philly in the first round. I mean, I just don't see a world where we can win that. I mean, they have Joel Embiid, we don't. They also have James Harden, who's averaging probably a double-double right now. I wouldn't be surprised. 10 assists for sure, but the point Harden's obviously over 10 points, averaging like 20 and 10. And the thing with Philly is that they have Maxey, who was moved to the bench, but they don't have anything outside of those 3 players. So if Brunson and Randall can just outscore Embiid, which they definitely could, then we're just basically playing everyone else. But like, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'll tell you this: if Mitchell Robinson was playing and comes back and is good, then I feel like we could take on Philly. Like, obviously Mitch isn't locking down Embiid, but I feel like Mitch could make it really tough on Embiid because he's like 7'1" with long arms and a good wingspan. So, a good vert. So yeah, I feel like he can contest shots really well. The question is the strength aspect. Like, I feel like Mitch is kind of Mitch is not like weak or soft, but just his frame. Like Joel Embiid's like massive, bro. So that would be my concern. But we could double Embiid and force him to kick it out because like who's gonna knock down shots? Like you got to worry about kneeing. But like I'm not really worried about like Tobias Harris or DeAnthony Melton's a pretty good player. I don't know. Philly is good, but they don't really scare me, honestly, like Milwaukee or Boston. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the video, though. It's your boy, Nick Daly, signing out, and I'm out.